Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo. Sri Guru Charana Kamalam Vande Ramana Prasthaya Bhutale Sri Rupanuga Bhakti Dancha Krupamurti Narayana Namo Vishnu Padaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Sri Sri Mat Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Sri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Audharya Madhurya Gunai Yuktam Varam Varenyam Purusham Mahantam Narayanam Tvam Sirasa Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Sri Krishna Padabja Hrudaika Vrudi Chaitanya Lila Amrita Saram Narayanam Tvam Satatam Prapadye Namami Narayana Pada Pankajam Karomi Narayana Pujanam Sada Vadami Narayana Nama Nirmalam Marami Narayana Tattvam Avyayam Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavanta Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Ram Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Let me offer millions of obeisance at the lotus feet of Gurudev, Maharaj Guru Maharaj. Nama Nishta Santa Sipana Prabhupada Dandavat. All present as Christian Vaishnava Sitavad Dandavat Pranam. Vancha Kalpatarubhya Cha Kripa Sindhubhya Cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Govardhanadaram Vande Gopalam Goparukinam Gokuloswami Chanam Govindam Gopika Priyam. Let me have a relation to Sri Guru Bhagavatam Sanatan Goswami Varga Vancha Kalpatarubhya Chakupasimrubhya Evacha Patitan Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo. So, if a girl is the only devotee at home under menstrual cycle, but you mentioned we should do lamp offering every day during Uttam. Not. Would it be all right to offer the lamp in mind or do it physically? Which way is better without making a face to go? What about food offerings as well? Close to 200. Um, There is two ways of looking at it, at this situation. Um, Even though that time is like a pavitra, um, but still we should offer uh, ghee lamp, or till or castor oil, whatever is available. So there is no problem in any case. See, in one case, our body contains stool and urine. Don't get this. Okay. So, in one sense, we are contaminated. It's a different kinds, more contaminated and like that. It is the curse of the, it is the Indra, divided is Brahma Dosha into 4, 5 parts. Mother Earth took, water took, trees, and the feminine human. So, um, but if you are not mentally identifying yourself, if you are identifying your spirit soul, you are devotee of the Lord, uh, and you are chanting and having kanti, tulsi mala. See, kanti mala we don't remove during that time. So, of course, other devotees are there. You should abstain, because they might mistake it. But if you are alone or even otherwise, you should offer it. If you cannot do, at least do it in mind. So, and offering is also like that. Krishna accepts if you are offering with love and devotion. Main thing is love and devotion. Sanatan Goswami, Madan Gopal, Madan Mohan. It's heavy, doing this and then cooking. So, Lord was very happy. But first he told, don't do it. So she started following. She started taking bath, cleansing, and then doing it while taking bath, and then started cooking. But the Madan Mohan became very undisturbed. He could not wait uh, till the khichdi is cooked. So Sanatana Goswami said, don't bother. You do it the way he used to do. Makes Krishna happy. So Krishna is happy with our external body situation. What can we do? Sometimes we, yeah, pavitra. Uh, in the highest stage, we get purified by the Muni. That's why you have to you have to be sensitive to others also. See, if others are there, then you may not do this. But if you are alone, then you can do. Um, 30. Wait, uh, and the Tulsi, of course, we should not go. Actually, not only during that condition, ladies are not supposed to go there. Because she is very sensitive. From a distance, you pay over. You don't have to go near or touch it. You can do touch by offer it by. from a distance. She will accept it. And if you are physically doing it, but your mind is not in it, then it is not as good as not doing it. So eventually, where the mind is. That's why the chanting also. Chanting, if our mind is in it, then it is very effective. Because mind is the master of all senses. If mind is engaged, then all the other senses automatically engage. That's why doing in mind. So it's very where we are. This one Brahmana did not anything. So he said, I want he had a desire to offer kheer, sweet rice to the Lord. But he didn't add anything. What he did, he collected things in his mind. Easy. You don't have to go anywhere, pay anybody, right? Collect it. And he made it, cooked it. He's cooking. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. Then he wanted to offer. He thought maybe too hot. Right? So he made in a bowl and then he was he was trying to test whether it is too hot or not. When he touched it, it became hot. Lord was laughing the heaven, the Vaikuntha. Lakshmi asked, why are you laughing? My devotee afraid made hearing mind. So that makes it is very effective. One time Raghunath Das Goswami, our six Goswamis, Raghunath Das Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, Raghunath Bhatta Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Gopal Bhatta Goswami, Raghunath Das Goswami, these six, our saintly people, Mool Acharyas. So he used to accept only buttermilk. That too, how much? Little cup, like a leafy cup. You know. You will not take twice, thrice. Only one time. That whole day. That was reached to it. Then one time he was upset. Health was upset. So the devotees were wondering, and they brought this Ayurvedic doctor, Vaidya. And Vaidya, how he touches, how he examines, right? The doctor first examines the patient, right? So this Ayurvedic doctor, how he examined him by using pulse, pulse, right? By pulse, he will know what is happening. Pulse is like a super X-ray or super MRI, whatever you know, uh, supreme. I can say. It doesn't cost much, but the person must be trained, must be devotee, must be thing. Then he will get. Through pulse, he will know everything. Why? See, Lord is in the heart. Huh? Pulse is there, right? Every heartbeat, we see a pulse. But the characteristic of the pulse, how It will tell you the different stages of disease or what disease. Who is telling? Paramatma through the touch. He will do it. So, to the extent of the doctor's devotion ability, he can communicate. So, if a pregnant mother is there, doctor can tell actually the 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 gender of the baby also, you know, to that extent, is already there just by looking. If he is capable, he must have to that extent bhakti, communication with the Lord, Paramatma. All information is he will be communicated to his heart and he will tell. No. So this doctor did that to Raghunath Das Goswami. And then he said, it is due to indigestion of rice. Everybody started laughing. Oh, Vaidya. We are sorry to say that he does not eat rice, Raghunath Das Goswami doesn't take. Only little buttermilk, that too little bit. We have never seen nothing else. How we are saying that is indigestion of the, due to rice. Ah, he has become. Then they asked Raghunath Das Goswami, Vaidya is saying this. Oh, what is this? Oh, I see. In my meditation, I offered the deities kukur, kheer. I took it, and maybe because of that. You see, the the effect is there. Mentally offering and then taking, accepting the offer. See, physical effect. Bah, amazing. So the don't underestimate the mind uh, capabilities. So that's why the whole goal of spiritual hearing or following Purushottam Mass, you see, is what? To make our mind purified, controlled, concentrated. And this month is the best thing because it is Nishkama. Even if you have some mundane desires offering this, Krishna will purify immediately. And then he will not take any offenses. But we should do. Yeah. You know. That's why in any situation we should offer this. Even though it may be offensive, Krishna will not take it offense. He overlooks at it because he is overwhelmed with love and affection of devotees. That love and devotion overcomes all the rules and regulations. You know, of course, we follow both. It's not that we throw the rules away. You have to be careful. Within, but we also with following that we transcend the rules. We have to transcend the rules. Rules are there. Krishna himself says, one who oversteps my injunctions to please me is, is very dear to me. His own injunctions is there. Yes, yes, don't do this, don't. But for his satisfaction, for love and devotion, if he overstep his own statement, then Lord will be pleased. So, uh, no matter what it is, in any situation, we should not forget Krishna. So, forget Krishna also includes service to Krishna. Dupa, offering Gila is also part of remembering Krishna. So, because he told us, you have to offer in any situation, any circumstance, you offer. Physically, if we can, if not by mind. Uh, and our activity should not disturb others also. See, you have to strike a balance. That's why when others are all there, you generally don't do it. When they are not there, you can do. When others are there, you do in your mind. Or even when we do physically, our mind should be there with it. Okay. Otherwise, it is not complete. So foremost in mind, concept. We- Because if the mind focuses, then the other senses can focus. Will work. If the mind is focused, then the working of the senses works. Suppose somebody is talking to you, if you are not attentive, right? Mind is somewhere else. Then they are telling it is going in, but it cannot get registered. So it goes out. Then you say, hey, what were you saying? Can you say again? See? So the here is secondary. Primary is actually mind. Of course, both is necessary. Okay. You know, both is necessary. So, uh, any other question? This is a different question. One of my friends are observing Purushottam this year, but she accidentally stepped on a small snail and killed it. When she walked downstairs to exit the building, she said she will continue to observe the Vrata, but she is very guilty and concerned since we are not supposed to do harm to other living entities this month. Is there any remedy for it, or it will be forgiven since no offense is taken this month? Oh, Hare Krishna. మా బాగున్నావా? ఆ, ఆయన తిరుపతిలో చెప్పేస్తాడా? ఏమి ఏం చెప్పాలి? లేదు తిరుపతిలో చెప్పేసి ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది. ఆ? నేను ఇక్కడ ఉన్నది రామోజీ ప్రభు. మనకి ఆయన తిరుపతిలో నేను ఇక్కడ ఉన్నానని చెప్తే ప్రాబ్లం వస్తుంది. అవునా, చెప్తాం. ఆయన వెళ్ళిపోతే ఎవరికి చెప్పకూడదని చెప్పాలి కదా. చెప్తాం. ಸರಿನಾ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಕಪ್ಪಲ್ಲಿ ಕಳ್ಳಕಾಯಿ ಬೀಜ ಇದೆ. ಇಬ್ರು ಒಂದು ನೀನು ತಗ. ಹಾ, ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಆಫರಿಂಗ್. So, in this situation, see, he did not do purposefully. See, this is the thing. This did not happen purposefully. Purposefully killing is a Unknowingly he did it. What he do is, all right, oh, I will offer this, whatever I followed this month, punya, part of it, whatever, to that living entity which died. Because so if you do that, then uh, that living entity next life becomes Vaishnava. You know? So, so that is a positive thing. So it actually uh, fortunate, Deva, you know. And then of course you will be forgiven because he did not do it intentionally. But so he did it that you offered your see that day ghee lamp or lamp offering to Radha Yugal Kishore Purushottam. Offer that fruit to that living entity. So that living entity will get benefit. Uh, so it is a both. It is a win-win situation. Win-win meaning for that living entity will attain, become Vaishnava in the next life. And because of that, you become free from that offense. You know. So both are winners. You did not lose. So any activity properly done is always a win-win in spiritual life. Both needs elevation. So now we will continue. Now I forgot where we ended on the last time. Did we?
Uh,
Pandavas
So
to
Norman,
Yadavas, Maharaj.
huh?
they met
Pandavas went to Yadavas.
Narmani went to Dwarka, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yes, Maharaj.
So we will continue. Huh? Um, then this time, okay, we'll continue. So you know how the Narmani taking the journey. His goal is to find who is the greatest recipient of the mercy of the Lord. That is his goal. So he is going through the Brahmana worshipping Saligram, then king worshipping the deity, then Indra worshipping Vamana, then Brahma, Sahasraksha, then Shiva worshipping Sankarshan, then Prahlad worshipping Singhadev, then Hanuman worshipping the Lord Rama, then Pandava in separation of Krishna, how to bring back Krishna. Then they tell Yadavas, Ugrasena and they tell among all of us, Uddhava, Uddhava, Uddhava. Then Narad Muni is so sees when the Yadavas came to worship him with all this and showed him a very respectable sitting place. He refused it. He sat on the floor. And then with all that, he started doing offering. You know, he felt he is so low compared to Yadav. When he heard about Uddhava, he was overwhelmed. He could not, you know, as if drunken. He lost himself. And he was so anxious to see Uddhava. Okay. Uddhava, Uddhava. He's the greatest recipient. I want to have his mercy. I want to touch his lotus feet. I want to put his dust on my head. I want to get purified, seeing normal. So he is somehow or the other, he has gone to Krishna. And they tell Uddhava is with Krishna. So he knows Krishna's palace. Has gone many, many times. Not everybody allowed can go, but he by practice he went there somehow. But his mind he is wobbling. Uddhava, Uddhava, Uddhava. At last my search you found an end. I was thinking. So he went there, and there Balaram, uh, Rohini, Satyabhama, Rukmani, uh, Padmavati, Kamsa's mother. All they are there. Balaram is also. They are discussing. And what has happened, Krishna, that day he has not yet arisen. He has not yet woken. Almost middle of the day. And here in Sudama, all Yadavas are waiting. They are looking at Krishna's side. When he is going to come? When he is going to come to the meeting? So, meantime, they are glorifying. So, this is the situation. And Balaram and Uddhava is also there. They are all saying, they are worried about Krishna because Krishna has not woken up yet. So, then what happened? Uh, when they noticed that Narada Muni is wandering in, so they all ran and got hold of him, tried to make him sit. And Narada Muni said, "No, oh, I want to have darshan of Uddhava. I want to touch his face. He is glorious. He is the greatest recipient of the mercy of Krishna. I want to hug him. I want to meet him. I want to have his blessing." Crying. He cannot open his, he is filled with tears in his eyes. He is He is not seeing things clearly. Who is there, who is not there, not like that. So please help me, please make me meet Uddhava, Uddhava, Uddhava. Then Uddhava heard this, he became morose. Because Krishna sent him to Vrindavan, you know, and when he saw the gopis' love of Krishna, he was overwhelmed. He felt so taken back. He has never heard that kind of love or read or anything. See, this is the greatness of thing. So then Uddhava is crying, "Oh, Narada, you are making fun of me. Am I greatest recipient? I'm so low. I have no even a trace of bhakti to devotion to Krishna." When you see the gopis, Mother Yashoda, Nanda Maharaj, Vrindavan Dham, even the Yamuna, the birds, the creepers, they all have so much love. And now because of separation, because Krishna has not gone there since he told before he left, oh, very soon I will come back. Sure, I will come back. So with that assurance, they were kept alive. And many of them stopped taking any, bathing or food and all that. Sadha. Then we might wonder how they are surviving. They are constantly thinking of Krishna, taking his name, pastime. That keeps them alive. So same way, in our life, it is not the food, proteins and minerals keeping us alive. Okay? It's a secondary thing. The primary is Krishna, thinking of him, pastime, his devotee. That is the primary food. This is secondary food. Primary is there, then secondary also follow. If you have only secondary food we are taking without remembrance of Krishna or connection, then it's as good as we are died. So we may look alive, but in real we are not alive. So that's why when we come in touch with the Guru Parampara, we are vibrant. In that knowledge of Krishna's Sambandha, we become revived, we get birth. Otherwise, we are not taken yet birth. So, so normally, see, that's how uh, Uddhava is telling. Am I fit for nothing? Then, hearing the glories of gopis and all that, they are so enchanted. Uh, you can imagine. Uh, the only thing they are being kept alive, the word of Krishna. And then Uddhava said, I came back, I told the situation of the gopis, you should go, Krishna. Only thing they can make specify is they have to see you, they touch you. Nothing else. So I told Krishna. Krishna said, yes, 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 but never. So, is he speaking truth? He agrees, but his active action is opposite. I don't understand. Uh, it is very amazing, Krishna's thing. Then Rukmini is talking. Oh, in the night time on the bed, he is crying. And sometimes he makes a three-folded form, three-folded bending, like that. And then calls out for gopis, the cows, Mother Yashoda. He never called us. Even though you're next to him, he never remembers us. We are For namesake, we are his wives for only namesake. you know, we don't know what mantra they have, the gopis. They have completely captured him. Then Satyabhama says, "Oh, Rukmini, you are telling what? Even daytime is doing the same thing. Just why nighttime? I see now, middle of the afternoon, is still crying. Don't know what to do." So then Rohini is talking, because she was there. She was describing how the uh, Rajavasi. Meantime, Padmavati comes up. She does not understand the mood of the gopis and all that. She is thinking, now Krishna, they gave so much difficulty. They employed him uh, and they gave him little milk as a wages. So we should calculate how much we owe and how much. And we should, if we owe, we should give them 4 times, 10 times that to Rajavasi. So like that, yes. Rohini gets angry and then he said, you, uh, you do not understand. So like that conversation is going on. Then Balaram also says, Krishna sent me also. I tried to pacify the gopis. How much? I tried little bit. I could not. So I don't know my brother, he doesn't keep his words straight. He is crooked. Same way his words are also crooked. You know. So like that they are talking. And Krishna, meantime, hearing all this. Okay. See, Krishna hearing all this. Yes. Huh? So then what happens is um, Krishna um, he wakes up and comes out. Comes out what? Crying. Because he is fully affected by the love of gopis. So then he comes out and you will begin. Um, Muni is talking. So Parikshit Maharaj is saying, after hearing this, huh, what did he hear? So they are talking. Balaram is telling. hmm, Balaram is telling. Oh young, we are talking about this naturally distressful story of the Brajavasi. So my brother Krishna displayed this clever concatenation of dream just to trick us. Hmm. Why is he manifesting this clever? It is only for cheating us. Why is he cheating us, seeing us conversing about this naturally distressful story of the Brajavasis? Krishna assumes we are half-heartedly engaging in conversation. Therefore, to please us, he is showing such a deceptive behavior, dreaming about his activity. I remained in Braja for 2 months to console the residents of Braja. Balram is telling. However, I could please them only by specifying words of various types and by those types of activity. Although I truly experienced that no one can please them other than Sri Krishna, still I took hundreds of vows of many types and with great effort gave them some consolation. Then, although I did not have their approval, with great difficulty I quickly returned to Dwaraka. So I came back to Dwaraka. After returning here, troubled by the distress, I told him, "Oh, brother Krishna, you should at once somehow go to Raja and protect the lives of the Vrajavasis." Nonetheless, Sri Krishna said from his own mouth, "I shall go." Still, that is not the intent of his heart, because only activities manifest the sentiments of the heart. Only activities manifest the sentiments of the heart. The heart of Sri Krishna is not compatible with his word. His behavior is the only witness of his mind and inner intention. Therefore, due to not going to Vraja, his words and sentiments of the heart seem contradictory. In other words, by his own mouth he says, "I shall go." Still, he behaves in just the opposite way. So he acts duplicitously. See, this is how Balram. So, Sri Parikshit Maharaj said, after hearing this, Bhagavan Sri Krishna quickly got up from his bed and being controlled by the love of his beloved devotees, while crying loudly, came out of his abode. He comes out hmm, where Narada Muni, Uddhava, Rukmini, Satyabhama, Padmavati uh, are all there talking. Sri Krishna, who is always eager to show mercy, began to speak in a choked voice while shedding constant tears from eyes that resembled full-blown lotuses. Hearing this, he always remains eager to show great mercy, involuntarily demonstrating his magnificent kindness. Therefore, it is indeed appropriate for Bhagavan, Sri Krishna, to cry in a loud voice for his beloved devotees. Not unnatural. That is the greatest quality of Bhagavan. You know, he cries for his beloved, and devotees cry for him. Uh, when Krishna was wandering in the, he disappeared. Remember in the gopis. Gopis were crying and searching for him. Acharya said, why they were crying? Because they felt Krishna is gone into forest. It is dark. Oh, how much trouble he must have. The thorn and all that, pebbles and all touching him. They could not tolerate those things that is disturbing Krishna in their mind. They could not tolerate. Even a little bit of discomfort for the Lord is like too much for them. See, so we cannot comprehend gopis. So whatever they do, it is for the happiness of Krishna, to remove discomfort of Krishna, to make him happy. Bottom line, that's what it is. Even if they breathe, even if they wear clothes, decorate, everything to please him. So it is very, that's why he wants to demonstrate, to show this. So this Lila is doing it. So Bhagavan said, my heart has truly been welded by the essence of the great thunderbolt because it has not broken into pieces yet, into two pieces. Why is saying? Even the white devotees are crying. I hear this. My heart is not broken. It must have become very welded, right, by the essence of the thunderbolt. So, yes, since the long period of childhood, those Brajavasis raised and pampered me. I had forgotten that uncommon prema of theirs. Why is my heart not breaking in two? He is explaining the reason for this. Uh, I had forgotten the indescribable or well-known prema of those Brajavasis. What to speak of doing even the slightest good to them? I became cruel and gave intense distress to those Brajavasis who are so tender-hearted. So, therefore, who can be as cruel as me? Krishna is feeling. Oh, brother Uddhava, you know everything and are so precious to me. Tell me at once, what should I do now? Save me from this ocean of sorrow. See, Krishna is asking Uddhava, please instruct me, what should I do now in this situation? Parikshit Maharaj is saying, Sri Devaki, who is so affectionate to her son, and he is the dear friend of Sri Yashoda, wife of Sri Nanda Maharaj. Then Devaki is also telling, whatever desires these tender-hearted Brajavasis make, whatever they may be, you should fulfill all their desires. Whatever they desire, you should grant them. Now, why is telling this? Because Sri Uddhava may tell Sri Krishna to go back to Gokula. See, Uddhava might say, Krishna is asking Uddhava, please instruct me, what should I do? Before Uddhava talking, she is talking, Devaki. What she is saying? With the fear, if he says, Uddhava, oh, you should go to Gokul, Vrindavan, then they have the fear of separation from her son, Devaki. Interrupt before Sri Uddhava could reply. Although Sri Devaki, the dear friend of Yashoda ji, wife of Sri Nanda Maharaj, Out of affection for her son, she began to speak. Oh Krishna, whatever these Vrajavasis who are the greatest benefactors may desire, grant them all these things. That is, whatever they desire. You should fulfill them. However, you should not go back to Raja. This is the sentiment in the heart of Mother Devaki. You know, you should not go back there. So the queen of Sri Ugrasena, the foolish old lady Padmavati, and maternal grandmother of Sri Krishna, are the first ignored by the mother of Sri Balaram, Sri Rohini Devi. Still, she had the fear that Sri Krishna may give away the entire kingdom to the residents of Raja. See, this is our Padmavati thinking, uh, Devaki telling, you please give whatever Rajavasis, gopis want. She is thinking, oh, you might give away the kingdom. Ah, so she wanted to protect the kingdom of her husband, Sri Ugrasena. So she thought by her speech, the heart of Krishna, the only shelter of the people of the Yadu dynasty, would be absorbed in some other matter and would feel composed. Therefore, she spoke cleverly in a joking manner. Oh Krishna, why are you repenting? Listen to my advice. Whatever you two brothers have eaten, drunk, worn, and enjoyed by remaining in the house of Nanda Gopal, whether they may or may not give you some remittance for grazing and protecting the cows, I am not concerned with that. Nevertheless, the king of the Yadus would have Sri Gargachari account for every single farthing of that remuneration and even double it. He would have Sri Gargachari grant it to the king of Gopal. I'll tell this by taking a vow. She is calculating in different ways. How Krishna worked as a covered boy so many days, so many months, how much he should be given, wages, and then how much Nandamara Yashoda took care of him, how much spending. So whatever, if it is sent more, then we should give it like four times that to them. You know. so so that way she is thinking Krishna will not give away the kingdom. See the materialistic calculation. You know. She says they have no idea about the love of Krishna toward gopis and gopis toward love of Krishna. So then Parikshit Maharaj is telling how was Bhagavan Sri Krishna, despite hearing these words, he ignored them and being pained by distress like an ignorant person, began to ask Sri Uddhava, what is my duty toward the residents of Raja? What is the desire of the residents of Raja? In this connection, overwhelmed by the distress, as if completely ignorant, he began to ask Sri Uddhava, oh, best among the cultured Sri Uddhava, Krishna is telling, you know all the intentions of the Rajavasis. What are the desires of those people? Please tell me at once. Then Parikshit Maharaj said, after hearing the words of Bhagavan Sri Krishna, Uddhava became distressed and anxious in mind. However, after a moment, he spewed out a long sighed and began to speak regretfully. Uddhava said, these Vrajavasis desire neither the sovereign empire of the world nor the opulence of the world. Oh, Krishna, they don't need whole world, even if you offer them empire, nothing. They do not desire the wealth of heavenly planets, and they do not maintain the desire to obtain any wealth in this world. They desire only you. Please carefully listen to what I am narrating. You should think for yourself and decide what is suitable. Accept only that. Before this, seeing the ornaments, see, now Uddhava is telling the background. What is telling? When Krishna went from Vrindavan to Mathura, he told, I will come back. He gave us, I will come back. Then he went to, then he killed Kamsa. Then it was time to come back to Vrindavan. Thing is, the Yadavas, they are thinking Vasudeva, they were thinking Krishna is their son. They were in jail. Now they are removed. Kamsa has been killed. Now Kamsa is the son-in-law of Jarasandha. When Kamsa is killed, Jarasandha will be very happy. He will become so outraged. He will want to attack Mathura and destroy. Now, if Krishna comes back to Vrindavan, he hates Krishna, so he will attack Vrindavan. So disturbance in Vrindavan. So, see, he is caught between the two. He has to do so many things, take care of in Mathura, with Yadava. They are also relatives. So then Krishna, see, this is the thing. So that's why he says, Nanda Baba, Baba, go back. I will come after finishing my little responsibility here and I will come back. So meantime, he sends some gifts, ornaments, clothes and all that to go give it to Yashoda gopis and all that. So Nanda Maharaj understood the intent. So he brought back those gift ornaments, clothes and gave it to the gopis. Yashoda and they are saying, where is Krishna? No, Krishna is there in Mathura and he has sent it. You sold Krishna for these things. You sold. You, you wanted Krishna. You did not bring him back. So they were so moved. They could not be consoled by the gift that Krishna has sent. Then Nanda Maharaj could not speak for 3 days. What he can tell? They are finding fault. You sold Krishna for these things. You heartless. Then Nanda Maharaj is also pinned. I said, how to come? Then he said, no. It is his love. Before he told me he's coming back. He has all these responsibilities. He comes, is killed. Now Jarasandha. So he would take care of, you know. And his, his intention is to protect Vrindavan. So he has protected us from so many ways, is it not? Indra, he raised the Govardhan, Kaliyanaga, you see, he cleansed that place. So many ways he has protected. Now, so like that, Nanda Maharaj understood, but gopis. So he's trying to, after 3 days, he's telling. So that's why before he comes, he's going to come, believe me. Before he comes, he has sent his gift. Please accept it. So gopis said, oh, that, yes, sent it. Yeah. So they started wearing. Why? Because when he comes and sees that we are wearing what he has given, he'll be very pleased. For his pleasure, for pleasing him, they are wearing. Like that. So this is why Uddhava is telling, seeing the ornaments you sent through the medium of Sri Nanda Maharaj, the Vrajavasis became submerged in an ocean of sorrow and began to speak to one another like this. Alas, this is a matter of great distress. Sri Krishna thought that we only desire these things and we are suitable only for this type of mercy. See, we are our life, we are our life. Why has our breath not left us? Why we did not die? No, yes. Breath, why it did not leave our body? It is trapped in the throat only. We on our life years to we on these those gopas to like Nanda who abandoned Sri Krishna in Mathura. See, they have abandoned Sri Krishna in Mathura and brought back these clothes and ornaments as a gift. We on them. See, how pathetic. So, all the Vrajavasis, along with your Sri Yashoda, have abandoned the expectation of your returning to Raja. Thus, being almost dead, they have accepted the vow of great fasting. Sri Nanda Maharaj considered himself an offender and could not speak anything for 3 days. Then, seeing the lives of Rajavasis diminishing from overwhelming distress, he took many types of vows and gave them such confidence that Krishna would come back to Raja. And by various types of clever tricks, he somehow pacified them. Maharaj Sri Nanda said, my son Krishna is truthful. Even before coming to Raja in the form of these signs of affection, he has sent these objects. After finishing very soon the required duties of that place, he will certainly come back to Raja. Sri Uddhava said, the simple-hearted Brajavasis believed in the words of Sri Nanda and considering the matter of your prema wore those ornaments on their bodies. They had faith that when Sri Krishna came to Braja, upon seeing them wearing the clothes and ornaments sent by him, he would consider them to be obedient and then he would show more mercy. However, he did not personally go there, but sent a message through me. Therefore, all those Brajavasis have nearly passed away. What message is sending to through uh, Uddhava? He is saying, Bhavatina Viyago me nahi sarvatmana vachit yata bhutani bhutesukam vayu agni jalam tataham cha manah prana bhutendriya gunashraya ashrayaya. You can never be separate from me. I'm the soul of everyone. Just as the five great elements of earth, water, fire, air, and ether are present in all beings. I'm the shelter of the mind, vital air, intelligence, senses, and modes of nature. He's saying, I never separated from me. You can never become disconnected from me. How is it? I'm the soul of everyone. In other words, I'm the constituent cause of everything. Thus, I am present as an attendant in such activities. So, you are the Vrajavati. So, after receiving this message, what happened? Uddhava is telling. All the Vrajavatis, they did not get pacified, rather they become more affected, almost like that. Before they thought they were, you will come back somehow. But now they are convinced that you are not going to come back. By this message, due to this message, the remaining hopes of your coming back to Raja has been shattered. And by this, it indicates only their life aids are left remaining. Seeing their despondency at that place by words such as my Lord, Sri Krishna will surely come to Raja. I made them aware of my endeavor, and after making this vow to them, I will come back here. Those Vrajavasis have forsaken all pleasing objects to obtain you. You should ask your elder brother, Sri Balaram, Baladevji, about their pitiful condition. So, Parikshit Maharaj, due to the apprehension of great distress arising from the separation of Sri Krishna, the faces of Sri Devaki, Rukmani, and others became morose, and they lowered their heads and began to shed tears from their eyes. Seeing this and being agitated by affection, soft-hearted Sri Krishna ordered by a gesture for some ink and paper to write something. The other Devaki, Rukmini, and others, because they felt Krishna will leave separation, they started crying, tears flowing. And when Krishna saw that, he could not speak. He indicated he wants to write something. So he asked paper and pen. uh, by gesture. So why did he not quickly go to Raja? His heart is soft. That is, Sri Krishna cannot tolerate the distress of others. So he was unable to abandon immediately the despondent and pitiful Sri Devaki and Sri Rukmani who were directly present. Having intense prema toward the Vrajavasi, Krishna wrote an assuring, affectionate letter to send to Raja by his own lotus hand. My dear Vrajavasis, please consider that I have all but returned to Raja, having finished his work that I began here, and having given assurance to my brothers and friends. This is the message he wrote. Understanding the intent of Sri Krishna to send a letter to Raja, then he will ask Uddhava to do it. So Uddhava began to weep out of grave distress. He understood the sentiments of the art of the Brajavasis. Therefore, with a show of confidence, he thus began to speak. See, here the Devaki, they are all crying. Rukmini. Now Krishna is caught, but Gopi is there. Yeah, you know. So, so he wanted to send a letter, to pacify them. So if somebody tells Krishna has told, they may not believe it. But if I write a letter in my own handwriting, maybe they will believe. They will trust me. Like that, with that intention, you will believe. But Uddhava is saying, "Oh Lord, I discovered that if your lotus feet does not come to Vraja, then these Vrajavasis would not be able to maintain their lives because they do not desire any object other than you. Your message, your paper, your own writing, no, it won't do." Hearing this, Parikshit, Padmavati, the mother of Kamsa, who possessed a wicked intelligence, shook her head, began to laugh and spoke this. Array, stupid Devaki, I understand everything very well now. So Uddhava stayed in Vraja for many days, and those clever Vrajavasis captivated him by giving him cow's milk. Now they want to take your son back to Vraja with the help of Uddhava. They expect him to guard their animals in the forest, which is fearsome, thorny, inaccessible, and full of violent animals. See, the Padmavati is telling they want Krishna back so he can take care of their cow. Parikshit Maharaj said, the Rohini Devi, the mother of Sri Balarama, could not tolerate the revolting words of the mother of Kamsa and became angry and began to speak that. He said, because she has been there, she has seen the love. Rohini Devi said, well, mother of Kamsa, can the Vrajavasis appoint Sri Krishna in the duty of raising cows? You talking nonsense. They cannot maintain their lives even for a moment without glancing at him. Without, oh, chaste lady. She's telling, oh, unchaste lady, because she was lost by, Drumila, a demon. She was, that's how Kamsa was born out of Drumila, a demon. So, in other words, Kamsa is not the son of, directly son of Krishna. So, that's why she's saying. Even though she's telling chaste one, but she, in her intent, she said, you are unchaste. You talk all this. You don't understand the intent, the feeling, the love of gopis. Uh, when Shri Krishna enters the shadows of trees and cannot be seen by the Sakhas, they begin to shout, oh Krishna, Krishna, where are you? Even for a moment, second, they, they, they have to be. Krishna is not seen, they would cry. Please come quickly and give us your darshan. So they call out loudly like this and anxious cry. Without the darshan of Sri Krishna, even one day seems like one night of the cosmic release. One day without Sri Krishna, then it is like Brahma's day, night, Brahma's night, 1,000 Chaturyuga. billions and billions of years. Krishna. And day is like a second. And no, second is like a Chaturyuga. you know, so so much separation. So to know the time Krishna is returning from tending the cow, they look intently at the sun every moment. The Godul and the path by which he returns. Goduli meaning when the cows started coming, the dust and all that walked up into the sky. And when they were dust, you can see, oh, cows are coming, Krishna is coming back. And and when they hear the sweet sound of his flute, they become mad out of affection. No, Rohini is telling the love of gopis so much to Padmavati. In fact, Sri Krishna himself goes daily to wander and sport in the most charming Vrindavan on the pretext of grazing cows with his brother Balram and the cowherd boy. In Sri Vrindavana Sakhi Yamuna, in Vrindavana, there are many ponds and the waters of the pond remain fragrant due to the scent of flowers such as water lilies and lotuses. Those flowers keep quivering due to the humming of bumblebees and play of intoxicated water birds. He is describing the beauty of Raja. Sri Vrindavana Saki Yamuna. Vrindavana's Saki is Sri Yamuna, Yamuna ji, gifted with such wonderful beauty, astonishes the heart. Not only this, even the small rivers that originate from such mountains and the Vindhya Chala also further enhances the beauty of this Vrindavan. Oh, Krishna Chaitanya. Both shores of these rivers are full of clean, soft sand and covered by supple grass. Due to being naturally free of envy, various types of birds and bees were always happy and attractive sport on this shore. On those shores, the shrubs, creepers, and trees are bowing down due to the burden of flowers, fruits, and birds, and are enhancing the beauty of the Yamuna shore. Vrindavan is resonant with the sweet singing of maddened peacock and cuckoo birds. So, due to its enchanting beauty, in this way, even such demigods as Sri Brahma have also glorified Vrindavan. Brahma said, oh, I consider myself fortunate. It would be a matter of my great fortune to take birth even in any species such as a tree, shrub, creeper in this Vrindavan forest. In Vrindavana and Govardhan within the Brajamandal, there is no apprehension of injury or theft of animals. Therefore, in those places, there is no need of any guard to protect the cows. The animals such as cows, buffaloes are free to go to the forest early in the morning, consume grass and water, and in the evening return to their own places. So, old mother of Kamsa, she's telling you think like this, no, not like that, you. Huh? But still, she says, Kamsa, mother. Array, chatterbox, we are babbling like a child. If that is the case, have we not heard that now in the absence of a god, all those cows and animals have nearly perished? He's saying, we hear cows have perished, mountains and all that, like that. Then Parikshit Maharaj, hearing the words of the old lady, uh, Srimad Gopala Deva Krishna became extremely worried and perturbed with apprehension. As a result, he became excessively pained, causing his happy lotus face to wither. He then began looking at the tear-filled face of Sri Balarama, who knew all events of past and present in Raja. Balaram is also crying, filled with tears, and Krishna is dying. And he is looking at Balaram. Seeing this, Rohini Nandan, Sri Balaram, Baladev, understood the intention of his brother. Being unable to maintain his patience due to the remembrance of the land of Raja, he began to narrate all the incidents of Raja in clear words as he wept aloud, crying and then telling, "Oh Krishna, what to speak of cows? Even your beloved bees, birds, kadamba, and other trees of Bandirvan, the creepers, groves, and even the grounds covered with green grass, all have sacrificed their lives for you. The ponds have dried up, and even the mountains are becoming lean and thin every day. Even they're all becoming thin. Oh, brother Krishna, even some of the local folks there having trust in your words with the hope to have your darshan are somehow maintaining their life. Therefore, do not crave to hear anything more than this. However, now if you do not show mercy to the present folks, then Yamaraj will quickly show mercy upon them, because only by his mercy will their distress and lamentation be elevated, which has arisen from separation from friends and relatives. What more is there to say about the horrid condition of Raja? In Raja, saying Balaram, in Raja Krishna, in Raja, the poison lake of Kaliya that you once freed them from has become a cause of undue distress. There is also another reason for their distress. Listen. The present Sri Yamuna has very little water left. She has almost dried up. Sri Govardhan, which used to rise up to the heavens, when mounted on your lotus hand, now same Giriraj is sinking down into the earth. What more to say about the condition of Raja? See, is now the Brajavasis, they wanted to give up their body. So before Kalyanaga, there it was poisonous. If you jump there, you will die. But now Krishna has cleaned it up. Now they have no place to give up their body. And Yamuna, they could jump into water, give up. Now is she dried up? There is no water there to jump in. Then Govardhan, go climb high, and then now she has sunken. So, so these are the situation. What more to say about the condition of Raja? Even those who remain alive have also given up their bathing, drinking, and eating. Their life force is not leaving them due to the tasting of the nectar of your holy name. Therefore, the forest fire of this parched Mahavan would be their final shelter. Parikshit Maharaj is saying, hearing these agonizing words, the tender-hearted Sri Krishna, who is troubled to hear the anxiety and distress of others, caught hold of Baladev's neck and began to wail. Began to wail out in a loud voice like a broken-hearted person. Streams of tears washed away his bodily ointment. So Baladev spoke so distressful. Krishna uh, he was tender-hearted, even troubled by the sorrow of his enemies. See, Krishna is troubled by the sorrow of the enemies. Para dukkha khatara. So he caught hold of neck of his elder brother. Just like a person filled with pity began to wail out in a loud voice. Due to the streams of tears, his bodily ointment washed off completely. So, oh mother, then Sri Krishna along with Balaram became, see, Parikshit Maharaj is telling Uttara. Mother, then Sri Krishna along with Balaram became faint momentarily and began to roll on the ground. Seeing and understanding their distress, Mother Rohini, Sri Krishna Balaram together, going, crying together, remembering. Seeing and understanding their distress, Mother Rohini, Uddhava, then Rukmini, Satyabhama, all the residents of the planet became overwhelmed with sorrow and began to wail out again and again. They're also crying, crying, oh, crying. Upon hearing the astonishing sound of weeping coming from the palace, now Ugrasena and all the other Yadavas waiting in the hall, Sudama hall, Sudama. They quickly hurried to that mournful place where they were all crying, along with Sri Vasudeva, and saw the Supreme Lord Sri Krishna in that condition. In this way, all the citizens and Brahmanas, such as Garga, were present there, and never seeing this incident before, they became agitated and began to weep. They never saw Krishna rolling, distress. So it was, everybody started, began to cry, weep. So, uh, so we will continue tomorrow. This is Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyascha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo ये बृहद भागवतामृतम की जय सनातन गोस्वामी की जय पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय पुरुषोत्तम धाम की जय पुरुषोत्तम व्रत की जय गोवर्धन धरम वंदे गोपालम गोपरूपिणा गोकुलोत्सवम ईशानां गोविंदम गोपिका प्रिया गोपिका. You can see the idea. He is exhibiting. Vancha kalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo vacha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namaha. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama. Dandavad Pranam.
Dandavad Pranam.
Dandavad Pranam Maharaj ji. Hare Krishna.